Hello, dudes and dude. Oh, that's really close. That's okay. That's not good either. Come, let me get up a bit. Now let me just get out of here. Alright dudes and dudesses, welcome to yet another video on the IMISS, the Infinite Multi-Item Sorting System. This video is late because this iteration of the system has been around for quite a while, but I've been messing around to make it better, to make things be able to come in from farms, and I haven't quite figured it out yet, but now I think it's time to get this one out to you because you've been asking for it. But if you haven't been part of the process that I've had with my Discord community about making this, I will go quickly through the functions. This is the input chest, and this is a directory of what goes in there. So there's a block for every full stack that's in there. But I made some changes to this as well. This is where you take it out, and here you have items that are not in full stacks. This is a level that decides whether it's a stack of 64 or 16 you put in up there, and you have to choose this beforehand, and the other lever here decides whether you put in a full stack or maybe a non-full stack, and this is where you get the items out of there. I will just quickly go through the functions with you so you know what it's about. Otherwise, go see my other videos about this. But let's just see, it's at 64 and it's a full stack. So if we go here and we put in 2 stacks, you can see it stays there because it's a trapped chest. So you can work peacefully, and then the system is functioning. Very soon there will be one block down here signifying that there's a full stack going in here. But while we are waiting for this to happen, let me just point out that YouTube tells me that less than 10% of you subscribe. 10%, what's that all about? Hit that subscribe button, it's totally free, and you can always decide to not subscribe anymore. Now let's see, yes, one block down here means that it has processed 1 stack. Let's just speed it up a bit. And soon we should see another block coming down here, the other item we threw in, and yeah, there it is. So if we just go to the back side, we can see it's still working probably. There it is, it's going into the minecarts, and you can see that it's actually only like half a stack that's here. Then that's because there's more than one minecart. It will always distribute the items equally between the minecarts that are there. So, and now the system, you heard the dong, is already done, but let me just show you that there is a full stack in there. That's the item we just put in, and that's how we use the system. We take out the item from the directory, we put it in there, and then we just put this back, and we press the button like this, and pretty soon you can see it fills up what we want to retrieve from the system, like this. And then just take it out to your inventory, and the system is ready to go again. So that's how that part works. Now let's try and test the system with a stack of 16. Let's just throw in some interpolls, and it should be working at the same speed. So soon we should see it finished like this, and there should be 1 ender pearl down here. There was 1 before, now there's 2, so that works fine. And now I just need to show you how it works with items less than a stack. And we have to choose first whether it's the items that stacks to 64, 16, and then we have to flick this lever to say that it's not a full stack we put in. And the reason we do this is in the first chest, the directory precisely shows us how many stacks there's in there. But in the lower chest, if we go down here, you can see it only shows there's between 0 and 64. So it's nice to have them in 2 separate chests. If we go back here, and I will show you how it works. Again, it goes down to the minecart, and if I remove some of them, you can see there's one there that's full. But let's see if there's, yes, there's another one. And now there should be 1 minecart left. Let's just fill it up, because I want to show you how this system actually puts in minecarts by itself when it needs it. So if we put in a stack of something like this, and we go over here again, you can see there's a comparative reading from this hopper right here, and because it can't go down to the minecart because it's full, it will soon turn on, but it will only turn on when there's a full stack like this, and it will put out another minecart. And then when it drops below again, it will actually shoot out one more minecart. So it always shoots out 2 minecarts, and there it was. And the way this is controlled is just by having another stack in a hopper right there. You start off by having an 8x6 area, and then you go to the middle and you dig out the middle too deep. And yeah, the OCD wants me to put a block there, right there. Then you put in 2 double chests like so. Then you put in stairs like this, and then you punch out these blocks. And I promise it will go slower later, but there's not really much to it. You put in hoppers like this, pointing into each other like so. And then you punch out these 2, and you take a sticky piston, put it right there, and a redstone block and put it right there. And then we need a lever. And this is how we control whether it goes to the top or the bottom chest. So this, when it's there, it locks the bottom hopper. Very simple. Now we can patch this up again. And it's time to place in 2 normal pistons and a minecart. This is our retraction setup. And now we can actually start by doing this front wall and put another block right there and the barrel. And then we need to put in glass right there as well. And then a sticky piston, detector rail right there. And then you need to put out this, and then we can actually start by building over this way. And from this side, put in a dispenser. It has to be a dispenser, not a dropper. And now we can actually build up the wall like so. So this is how it should look now. Grab your hoppers and then go up 1, 2, 3, 4 and continue with hoppers pointing into that 1, 2, and then you build 2 up like this and remove the bottom one. So this is what it should look like. And more hoppers. You put 1 pointing down, 2 pointing into that, 3 pointing into that, and then you punch out this one and you make 1 pointing into that one. And then you remove that one. So take a screenshot. This is how all the hoppers should turn. These 2 in different directions. This one down, this one down, this one over, and all these down. So do that. And then you have to put in, remember to put in the hopper chests, minecart chests in here, like this. And then we need to have a chest, and it needs to be a trap chest that we put up here. You can see it around the opening, and you can see it when you put something in, it won't go down until the chest closes. Then we take comparators, put 1 on one side of the chest, and then we need a block right here, and put another comparator right there. And then we just need to put blocks on it like so, and like so. And then we need 2 sticky pistons. We'll place it that way and 1 that way, and then we need 2 redstone lamps like this. And now we can actually build up the wall. I will just speed it up like this. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas or something. Now you need to put in trapdoors. These are purely aesthetic. Although I have to say you cannot put in full blocks, because if you do, let me just show you. If you put in a full block there, you cannot reach the chest. So that's why it's trapdoors. So like so. And looking good. Now here we put 2 redstone blocks. You actually only need 1, but you need to have it to look the same from beneath when you look up to it. And actually that's not right, because we need to power both of these blocks. So it's not supposed to be there, it's supposed to be there, like so. Now when they push over, they will light up, and that's just the indicator we need. On this side we take an observer looking at that and another observer looking into that observer. And then we just take 2 blocks, solid blocks like this, and we take a comparator and we put it right there, and then you will hear the piston fire. Then you take a redstone block right there to make sure that it only fires when there's 5 stacks in there. Then you put this to stop the minecart, place a comparator reading from the hopper above it, and then you put glass right there. It has to be glass, non-solid block, and then you put a comparator looking into the comparator and the hopper, which has to hold one stack in there. Now this is actually the beginning of the hopper clocks. So if we go out like this, you have the bottom of the hopper clocks right there. So you put two comparators right there. And just so you have the right measurement, you can see that you're all the way at the back and you're 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up there. So just so you're sure you're on the right track when you're building this. And now we need to connect these up. We need to put this one there and one glass there so it doesn't accidentally fire the piston, and a full block there, and then 2 dots of redstone. Yes, it is getting a bit cramped in here with the redstone, I admit it. A repeater there and a repeater there, and the last one is on 4 ticks, and then you take an observer looking into the first repeater like this, and then you take a full block and put it right there and a redstone dust. Then we have the minecart recharging all finished. Then we start up on the hopper clocks and we build them up simultaneously like this, and we take out this one again so the hoppers are pointing into each other like so, and then we can actually take blocks right here. We need to hit the comparator and the other comparator like this, and then we need a redstone dot there, but we don't need one on this, we just build it up like this. And on this side, we need to go down and make a U shape like this and put a comparator right there. As this is controlling the outer clock, we only need one like this, and then we need a block right there, and we don't actually need that block. No, we don't. And we don't need that block either. And then we need to put in the pistons, sticky pistons of course, this way and this way. You need to hit the redstone right there, I didn't, right there, and besides it right there, and then you just put into redstone blocks like this. Over here you put a torch, and then you put a note block. It's just for the sound, nothing else. And then you just need to connect up the current with a repeater right there, and if you know, it should be on 0 or 1. And if you want to understand this, please look at the videos from earlier on where I explain how all this works. Now put a torch right there, and then we need to put a solid block underneath right there, and then we just connect this up as well. This is where you shift between 16 or 64 stacks, and we take 2 comparators like this, and then just 2 redstone dust like so. Now we need to bring the torches down. We basically need to make a torch tower, and it's a bit awkward right here, so we need to do something like this. Take out this one, put a torch right there, and we need to have a solid block right there and a torch right there, like so. And then we just need to have 2 comparators and a lever. So let me just put in these, 1 comparator, 2 comparator, and a lever. I just borrow one from there and put it right there. This is how we turn or change between 64 and 16 blocks. Now the last 2 blocks are a solid block right there and one there. The height is very important, and then 2 redstone dust right there and a comparator right there. That's the separation part. So you get one in the directory and the rest in the storage. And then we just put glass right there, and I think we're good to go. Let me just look it over. Yes, everything looks correct. I think we need to put in the buttons right here, and this one is one color because we use that every time we detract something, and these we just use seldomly. So that's working now, and then we need to put in these non-stackable items right here. the cheapest one, which is a shovel. And they go down to the minecart like this. And then we just need to put in the first minecart in the system. And the minecart chest is in the system. Yes. Alright dudes and dudeses, thank you for watching. This was basically it. Now the IMISS Mark V is built. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can use it in your world, and that you would like to leave it a like if you like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, tell your friends if you like the channel, all that jazz. But if you're still here, this, as I said in the beginning, has very much been a community project with my Discord community, and I still haven't figured out a way to make what I call a sequencer. So let me just show you what I need, because maybe you guys can figure it out. We have this chest, and in this chest we need to put in full stacks for it to work. But if we wanted to hook this up to farms where things was just dropping in, trickling in, I would really like a system that could do that, but keep the chest as well so we can do manual inputs. And I haven't been able to figure it out yet. So I've done all kinds of tests, but it doesn't work yet. So if you have an idea, let me know. And now it's really time to say goodbye. Thank you for watching once more, and subscribe, like, all that jazz, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.